the organizational goal of being a President's Distinguished Club. Please welcome Jeff. His speech titled Alphabet Soup.
How many people out there have either earned their CC or their CTM? Okay. How about ACB or ATM? How about ACS? ACG?
NDT.
DTM? Okay, we've got one. How about on the other side? How about CLs? How many CLs do we have out there? Okay, 2, drastically less than the other side. How about ALB? How about ALS? How many people have no idea what I'm talking about? Good, then I'm speaking to the right people, because as Toastmasters, we should know I'm talking about our communication and our, what's the other part? Communication and leadership. Twice during the prayer, we availed the Lord Almighty to help us with our communication. We didn't mention leadership, but you know, Toastmasters look at the two equally. Toastmasters International says leadership is just as important as the communication. How many people know the requirements of earning your CC, your ACB, your ACS, or your ACG? Okay, we've got 1. That's good. How many people know the requirements for CL, ALB, or ALS? We've got, okay, we've got 2. Okay. A goal without a plan is just a wish. How many people are here to become better speakers? How many people have done something in the past, whether it's losing weight, fitness in the past, and had success and found that it was easier to do without a plan, or how many found it was easier to do with a plan? Show of hands with a plan. We could pretty much agree to that, right? Well, what I want to do today is just take you very quickly down the path to Distinguished Toastmaster, because I don't know about you, I'm not here to stagnate. I don't show up for 90 minutes each Friday because I want to stay stagnant. I'd like to be a better communicator, and I'd also like to be a better leader, because that really impacts every area of our lives. Is there anybody here that just wants to be a better communicator but does not want to use this 90 minutes to enhance their leadership skills? Strictly just communication. I didn't think so, because they're so intertwined, aren't they? They're so intertwined. You can't really have one without the other. But if we don't have that roadmap, again, without the plan, a goal is just a wish. See, you've told me you want to be better speakers, you want to be better communicators, and we have 1, maybe 2 people in here that know the path, that know the way to make that happen. So I'm going to take you through very quickly. Now, this is wonderful. If you have your manual today, and the speakers at least should, but the others may not, in the back of any of the Toastmaster manuals, they spell out the goals. They spell out this is what you have to do. On the communication track, it's pretty easy. 10 speeches for CC or CTM. We pretty much know that, right? That's the building blocks. Beyond that, how many total speeches to make it to Advanced Communicator Gold? Anybody know? 40. 40. Basically 40. You have 15 advanced manuals to choose from. And what's great, in the very back of the manual, we can see a little bit about each one of these manuals. In our closet, we actually have a copy of every speech evaluation for all 75, because there are 15 of these manuals, 5 in each manual. You can go look. You can look here in the back of your manuals. It is pretty easy. So here, I have the 6 I've worked through. I have the other 9 that I'm working on in some various state. It's easy. You can order some or all through Toastmasters International. The only other thing to do to achieve on the communication side is, for the Advanced Communicator Silver, conduct any 2 programs from the Better Speaker Series or the Successful Club Series. This morning, in the space of 2 minutes, I pulled up on the Toastmasters International website. There are a listing of about 10 manuals each that you can order for the Successful Club Series, Leadership Excellence Series, or the Better Speaker Series. One that I gave in the past was on mentoring. They give you a script. It's very dry and boring and dull. You will fall asleep. And that's the speaker. That's not even talking about the audience members. The mentoring speech happened to be when Florida was on top of the world in basketball. And the Florida coach, there was an article the day before about his mentor. So I spoke about that. And I don't even care about the whole Florida State stuff. I went to school in New York. It just happened to be a subject of the day people could relate to. So you can go online and again, just on Toastmasters International, do a search for Successful Club Series, Leadership Excellence Series, Better Speaker Series. It tells you in the back of your book. You can look that up. Well, let's look at the leadership side because this is what trips a lot of people up. Competent leader. That's really nothing more than getting credit for fulfilling the roles dinger, timer, odd tabulator, grammarian, etc. That happens in the competent leader manual. You move on from there, serve at least 6 months as a club officer. That's pretty, how many people have served as a club officer? Almost everybody in here, because they sucker you in when you first join before you know what you're getting into. Participated in a district-sponsored club officer training program. How many officers have been to officer training? Yeah, you pretty much go. They used to call it Planet Toastmasters. They have a more professional name for it now, but it means the same thing. And again, this is under Advanced Leader Bronze. Conduct any 2 programs from the Successful Club Series or the Leadership Excellence Series. We've already talked about that. Moving on to Advanced Leader Series. Advanced Leader Silver. Serve a term as a district officer. I served as an area governor. It was a very fun year. The number one thing is you visit the clubs and you talk to them, you check in with them. That's really a lot of fun. And the number one takeaway you'll have from that is I came to the right place the first time. Winter Heart Toastmasters. Complete the High Performance Leadership Program. I did that by leading the Division C contest. High Performance Leadership. You can order that online. Successfully serve as a club sponsor, mentor, or coach. Again, easy thing to do. And once you have done those requirements, you have earned your Advanced Leader Silver. And guess what? Once you have Advanced Leader Silver, and once you have Advanced Communicator Gold, those 2 marry up. And they send you this nice plaque that says Distinguished Toastmaster. But more than that, it's not about the award, because guess what? That hangs on my wall. It really does nothing for me. It's not generating cash, no matter how many times I pick it up, look at it. It doesn't do anything. But the journey has taken me down the path to better communication and leadership. It can do the same for you. Let's follow the path and turn our wishes into goals.